Olen miettinyt semmoista, että
I have been thinking there should be alcohol in the clouds. If it rains, you could drink it, or fill up bottles and sell it.
taivaan pilveihin, niin laittaa sinne alkoholi. Laittaa sinne alkoholi.
I'm thinking that it's probably a good thing I got the keys now, because I suspect you might be dead by this time next week.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby and today we're back in my summer car. And as you can see, it is Friday night and we're here in the sauna relaxing because the last episode stressed us out pretty bad. But yeah, at the end of that episode, I mentioned that what I wanted to do this weekend was I wanted to, well, basically we're going to be working on the Satsuma for pretty much the entire thing. Although if we get a chance, we're also going to be keeping an eye out for Uncle's truck because I want to borrow that and then leave the phone plugged in and hope that maybe we get a call from the drunk guy. I mean, we need 5 of those total in order to get all of the money, so the sooner we can get all those started, the happier I'm going to be. But yeah, we're going to try and get a hold of Uncle's truck. We're definitely going to work on the car, and we maybe, just maybe, might take a trip out to the island and check out the cabin. I mean, I'm not real sure if we're going to have the time for that or not, but even if we don't do it in this one, we will be doing that one fairly soon. And then yeah, I'm going to basically try and record through till Monday, and then on Monday morning, we are going to run to Fleetaris. We're going to say hi, and we're going to see if we can't get paid for that car we dropped off. So yeah, I'm going to finish up in here, I'm going to shut everything down, go grab some sleep, and then tomorrow morning, we're going to get to work. Oh, don't start yawning now, dude. We got a million things to do today. Alright, well, first things first, let's do a quick uncle check. I mean, there's pretty good odds he's not down there, and even if he is, he's not going to want to get up this time of day. Okay, yeah, no van means no uncle yet. So, where exactly did we leave off with the Satsuma? Alright, we got the crank in, that's all sorted. We put the clutch and stuff in. Pretty sure we had the camshaft in at one point. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick you up, pop you down this way. I'm going to really quick just kind of double check and make sure I got that bolted in there correctly. Looks like I did. Okay, so we need to do, I believe, the timing is next, yes? Oh, no. Pop. No, back up. Okay, there we go. Timing gear is in. Whoops, stop that. Okay, Digby, quit it. Okay, just open up your tools. Bring them over a little closer to the engine so you can work with them. And let's get that bolted. Now, I had a thought. Oh, speak of the devil, there it went. Yeah, I had a thought last episode when I was editing it, and that is that a lot of this engine actually needs to be tuned. Now, I'm pretty sure you can actually get Fleetari to do all of the engine tuning, but I'm also equally as sure that if Fleetari does your engine tuning, it's not going to be as good as if you do it yourself. And I'm reasonably certain timing is also one of the things that needs to be tuned. I think there's like, I'll see if I can remember. Okay, so we got like the alignment you can do at home. We started to do that, but I'm still not 100% certain I've gotten that right. We are going to check that when we get done with the car before we take it anywhere. But yeah, there's also like the rocker arms I think are tunable. The timing you have to adjust. The alternator, you have to make sure that's perfectly tight. And I want to say the carburetor is also tunable, but you need to have the engine running to do that one, I think. Well, I tell you what, it's not all that much of a pain to check this. So, Actually, I think that's just about right. If I remember correctly, you have to have that little arrow there lined up with that little arrow there. And that looks pretty bloody close. I mean, we can just send it all the way around the horn one more time and double check. And we are almost back, so that's not right. That's not right. I want to say there's like a little guide actually carved into the thing. Hold that thought. Game, I would very much like to lean over to where I can see the engine. Thank you. Now, isn't there a little like a mark right there? Yeah, there is. There's like a little mark where you line that up. So, boop. Okay, are you right? That appears to be 100% spot on. So we're going to leave you there. We're going to go back into me mode. I'm going to pop the timing chain on. And a boop. And I think next up should be the timing cover. There you are. Yes, come with me, please. Okay, so 1, 2's tight, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, the timing cover is on. Now, next up, we have got to do... I mean, the water pump has to go on there at some point. Pretty sure this thing goes on there. In fact, I would be willing to bet that goes on there first. Okay, water pump's on, which means we should be ready for the water pump pulley, I believe. That's going to be 4 bolts. Boop. Alright, now, we've got to do... Oh, yeah. Alright, the weekend is almost over, but we have no needs, we have no problems. We have all day to fart around with the car, and we have no uncle. Well, crap. Yeah, I want that to go up, 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 up. No! Oh, you flippin' idiot. You had that spot on there for a second. Okay, I heard a tick. That means please let go of this. I can see the bolt from here. Okay, good. I'm not hanging on to it anymore. Okay, now, what size wrench do you take? It is that size. So, let's tighten you on there. Let's go get the other side done. Hopefully that lined up. It did. Okay, now let's pull this thing away from the bench and let's finish putting it together. Okay, you know what? I think this thing might actually be ready to put in the car. And it is probably the sketchiest operation you can do in this game, but once it's in forever. Or at least until we get decent parts and have to take it out and tear it all apart again. You know what, though? I feel like now is as good a time as any. We need to line this thing up just right. Kind of like that. And then we need to very carefully, and I do mean carefully, push it forwards. Alright, are you in the right spot? Gotta go ahead just a little tiny bit. Kinda like that. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna give it one more little... No. I wanted to give it one more little tiny push forwards. Quit doing that. Look, stop it. Let go of the thing. Okay, are you in the right spot? You are pretty much spot on as far as I can tell. Okay, now we just need a delicate touch. How close are we now? Okay, that needs to mount to that, which means this needs to come back a little bit. So very gently, pull it back. Do a spot check. That's pretty bloody close, actually. I feel like it needs to go slightly forward and slightly down, and then we'll have it. So ever so slightly forwards. And ever so slightly down. Now, what are the odds that the motor mounts are going to be that wrench there? Is this going to make my life a million times easier if it is? Okay, yeah, we don't have bolts in there yet, so that's not right. Nope, I want to uncrouch. I crouch down one, I want to do a lean. Actually, it looks pretty bloody close. It's got to go down a little bit, obviously, but I don't think we're that far off. Okay, are you in position? You are not. Are you a thing I can bolt? You are not. Well, here's the thought, Digby. We have a whole pit here we can climb into and actually see the thing up close and personal. Okay, survey says... needs to come over slightly. Looks like it actually needs to be rotated slightly to get it into position. You know what? That's fine. I can do that. So if we turn you just a little tiny bit that way, are you going to be where you need to be? Nope. Stop pushing that button. Alright, that one's spot on. That one's off a little bit. In the rear isn't even close. Oh, I stand corrected, actually. That is really close. Okay, it needs to twist a little bit that way. And that should bring that one in. And that one shouldn't move anyway, so it should be fine. Okay, it needs to twist that way, Digby. Remember, that way. So, that way. Maybe a hair back. I can't actually tell if that's low enough. Okay, it's not. It needs to come down a little bit more as well. What about now? Are you in? You know what? I'm not even certain that's the right friggin' wrench. So, let's grab a smaller one and run down there and do a spot check. Alright, that is the bolt I need to tighten. And that looks like it's lined up exactly. That one's off a little bit. I'm trying to remember, if you do one, do the rest actually pop into position? I feel like they do. So am I certain it wasn't the biggest one? You know what? How about, Digby, instead of farting around like an idiot, we just bring the whole friggin' spanner set down with us, and we do this right. Okay, it's this one. Moment of truth. And she lined up. Excellent. Okay, that one's in. Game. Is there a reason I can't do that one? Or that one? Oh, you know what? I'll have a much better view of the bolts from up top. So let's go back up there and let's get this thing in position. Okay, there it is. There's the second one. And it's tight. And over here we should have one more. And that is tight, which means the engine is in. So all we got to do now is remember exactly what size the hoist bolts are so we can disconnect that. And then, yeah, we've actually got the motor in the car. And now we got the electrics done. So we have, we got the wiring mess. Do not want to deal with that just yet. We got the Christmas lights. We won't be putting those in anytime soon. And the gear linkage and the tranny we can do here in a bit. Yeah, definitely want to charge the battery now that we've actually got the thing. We got the air filter we could put on it. Although I'm thinking I want to probably tune the carburetor before we do that. And we do have to do the wiring mess before we can fire it up, but we're going to need the battery in there before we do that. What else do we got? I mean, we got the fuel tank we can do. We got the exhaust system we can do. Could probably hook up the e-brake and the gear linkage and everything now that that's all in. Oh, here's a thought. We can do these things now. Yes, please. I would love to get my half shafts in.
One eternity later.
Pop off the brake, and now, if I remember correctly, you should fit right in there, yes? Why are you not fitting right in there? Yes. Oh, you know why, idiot? Because you need to probably take that off as well. No, it's supposed to go on after that goes on. I mean, I know I cheated a little bit and put the wheels on early so I could get it into the garage, but surely you're not going to punish me for that, yes? Am I just using the wrong one, maybe? Do you want this one instead? Because I will give you whichever one you want. Okay, I am genuinely not sure why this is not working. I mean, the only other thing I can think is it's because the engine is already in, but that should not be anything to do with that at all. I mean, I suppose I could just take the entire front end off and then attach it the other way around, maybe. But yeah, that's supposed to just pop into there. Okay, well, you know what? That is a problem I'm going to deal with off camera because I am almost out of recording time, and I do not want to fart around with that for the next 45 minutes. So how about we... I was going to say, let's just snap it all back together and then leave it so that when I save and it respawns, it'll come back. But you know what? I will just have it do the jack, I guess. Oh, no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually lower the jack. We're going to leave the car right where it is. I would like to pull that out a little bit more. Thank you very much. Yeah, that way I should be able to save and reload and not have the car end up in the pit. Now, really quick, Uncle, are you home? I mean, 85th time's the charm, surely. No, of course Uncle's not home. Alright, I think what I am going to do for the rest of today... Actually, what time is it? I have absolutely no idea how much time I'm going to have to kill to do this. Okay, it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm going to very quickly eat. Kinda like that. I'm gonna go get the sauna fired up. And then, yeah, I'm basically going to fart around the house the rest of the day, probably go through the parts catalog, maybe just, like, I'm half tempted. I might go cut some wood, maybe. Might actually go grab the diesel can and bring it up here, so next time we go to town, we can bring it with us and actually fill the diesel as well. But yeah, I'm basically going to fart around, kill the rest of the day, and then before the end of the video, we're going to run over to Fleet Tires, and we're going to see if we can't get paid. Hang on, dude, you're home? Where the hell's the van? Okay, you were speeding, you got caught, you lost your driver's license. Should have explained that you needed it for work, but oh well.
Tämmönen tässä, oli ratsia. Se oli
Yeah, smoke another one, they're good for you.
ratsia oli tuolla tiellä. Oli aika saatana raskas kaasu, mutta
You haven't exactly paid income taxes, so basically in legal terms, you're not doing any work either. Sorry, went all Timo on you there.
Sanoa, vedota siihen, mutta siis mä tarvitsin korttiin töihin. Mut en mä oikein viittinyt, kun mä olen siellä aika vähän noit veroja maksellut.
Dude, you really need to cut back on the cigarettes. So I was thinking if you want to start driving the truck, you could definitely earn some extra income easy. Oh, hell yeah, I can. You done? I'll just sit here and enjoy my government-inspired unemployment. I kind of like it when the police say to stop working. Yeah, it sounds like you're having a blast.
Tienaamaan vähän latteja tonne taskun pohjalle. Mulla taitaa olla tässä edessä semmonen...
You can pick up the truck keys from inside my hallway. Yes, please. For God's sakes, Digby. Honestly. Okay, wait a minute. You're not done talking. Hold that thought.
Missään kohtaa. Ei tarvitse ehkä mennä ollenkaan töihin enää. Käy skippaa semmoista tuolta porstuasta, niin nämä kuormurihavaimet, niin pääsit heti hommiin.
Okay, I feel like that was a lot of chatting for very few subtitles, but you know what? I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have keys. Uncle, dude, where are the keys? You said they were in the hallway. I'm not seeing the keys. Where did you put the keys? Uncle, where did you put the keys? You said they were in here. Oh, they're hanging up. Ah, thank you. And out of curiosity, dude, where did you leave the truck? I'm not seeing it. Is it in your barn, by any chance? Please tell me it's in your barn. It is not in your barn. Okay, so where on earth would he have left it? I mean, if the police took it from him, then it probably means it's in town. Which means instead of taking the tractor to Fleet Tires tomorrow, we might maybe take the moped? I have been thinking there should be alcohol in the clouds. If it rains, you could drink it, or fill up bottles and sell it.
Laita sinne alkoholi. Laita sinne alkoholi.
I'm thinking that it's probably a good thing I got the keys now, because I suspect you might be dead by this time next week. Alright, well, I'm going to go check the barn for the van, and if it's not there, it's got to be in town somewhere. Which means tomorrow, after we go to Fleet Tires, we're going to have to go on a van hunt. Alright, so we've had a little bit of a change of plan. Now what I've done is I have brought the tractor up here because I forgot I wanted to actually do a little bit of science when we went to Fleetari's. Which means, yeah, we're probably going to wait on the van until next time, and today is going to be all about whether or not we can get away with something. So hold on really quick, let me just put on a little bit of Finnish cologne here, and then yeah, we will head out and we will go have a chat with Fleetari. Alright, well, I thought we might actually be a little bit early, but it turns out we are spot on time. So, Fleetari, my friend, are you going to pay me for this car? Yes or no? Oh my god, I can't believe they still got that project car in there. Alright, dude, good morning.
Ei hitto, hyviä löytöjä. Mä en tajunnut, että tuo meidän mettissä on tällaisia kostlia. Joo, kyllä mä sulle maksan näistä ihan hyvin.
Thank you very, very much. Enjoy your purchase, and may it bring you happiness and joy for many years to come. You know, the sad thing is, I do not even feel remotely bad about that. Yeah, Fleetari is actually kind of a jerk. Alright, well, all of my recording time is now officially gone, so I think in the next episode we are going to... Well, we're going to run to town and see if we can find the van. I'm thinking we're going to take the boat because I want to fill the diesel fuel can and I want to fill the petrol fuel can as well. So yeah, we're going to take the boat to town. We are going to fill up all the gas things, see if we can't manage to hunt up that van. And then I think we will probably end up taking the moped back to town and grabbing the van and bringing it back here. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to plug the phone back in and we are going to hopefully start getting calls from the drunk guy. Because yeah, once we get 5 of those, we are going to have all the money we are ever going to need for the entire rest of this game. Now, I might also... I say might. I probably will, in between this episode and the next one, try and figure out exactly what I did wrong with the half shafts and get that all sorted out. And then I've got to get that thing parked. I'm probably going to park it over there. But yeah, we're going to get the car sorted out. We're going to get the half shaft sorted out. And I might, maybe off camera, cut another trailer load of wood too, just in case we end up needing a little bit more money in the meanwhile. So yeah, next episode we are going to be incredibly busy. And on that frantic note, as always, I have been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of My Summer Car. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah.